Welcome, Aries, Taurus, to your October Astro Dice reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. The best message coming out. Some Aries energy coming out into the 8th house. Ooh, with some Sagittarius. A lot of fire going on. Okay. So going to this Mars, your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. Doing it Sagittarius style over here. The energy infuses power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. So loving that. And going straight into the 8th house. This is the transformational area of your life. It's about shared resources and intense emotions. Okay, so it's doing its cycle, full cycle over here. So just remember, whatever it was that you guys were manifesting and wishing upon a dream on that last solar eclipse, and just kind of think about what it was. What was it that I was manifesting? Because for a lot of you, it's going to come true during this solar eclipse and this lunar eclipse area. Right, so either that or it may want you, depending on the person, to relook at what it was that you were manifesting, and see why, right? What I can change about that, why it didn't come in. What was the reason, right? What was the reason that I didn't do that? Did I not do something right? Did I not set something free? Did I not, close one door to allow another door open? So you can always look at those things and say, and have a deeper understanding about what is going on within that manifestation, and see why it never came in, and then reevaluate that manifestation and reset that intention again and try it again. I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Okay, so there's always that as well. Okay, so let's see what's going on over here. Going straight into the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Cards are huge. Okay. My son bought these for my birthday last year, or actually this past season, past May, but I didn't realize they made them smaller as well, but that's what he bought, so just so big for my little hands. You have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. Wow. The things are looking up in your, in your cycle in the very beginning of the month. So with the Prince of Discs and having the art. So getting creative about what it is you truly want, getting inspired about what your dreams are. What is it that's coming towards you, right? That's what we're just talking about. Is there something that I can look at? Is there something that's going a little slow, pulling me, along the path? But is it actually going to put me in the right direction? Playing on your intense emotions over here as well. So having this Wheel of Fortune over here. This is talking about the change of your fortune, your destiny. This is usually, this is generally good at saying, I'm pulling you in the right direction to get your destiny. Right? To get what it is you co-created. What is it that you've co-created? What is it that you've done? It's a combination of forces. Having the realization that this is coming through. Success after, after all of the things that you've done. Prince of Discs. Putting in the work. The discs is the same as the pentacles. Right? This is being a little skeptical of your spirituality, though. So you have to be a little careful, That could be another reason, if you're going to say, well, my manifestation didn't come in, maybe you were too skeptical. You didn't have enough faith. You didn't have enough trust. Maybe you asked for something really, really big, and you didn't see it come through because you were being too skeptical. You weren't giving it the power that it needed to come through, right? You have to have the drive and the strength. You have to have the faith and, and the authority over the situation. I do feel like through the art, though, it's almost like you're getting it. Something has caught your attention for a lot of you, and you're saying, oh my gosh, you know what? I get it. I get it. I got it. Here it comes. And I do feel like something did happen for a lot of you that's actually pulling you towards this desire, pulling you towards this to where you got the, oh my God, I've got it. And now you're going to start seeing this come in. You're having this realization, right? You're seeing it. Like I said, after the escape, after you put in all of the things that are going on, you're saying, oh my gosh, I get it. I see it. I know what I did. I think for a lot of you are going to see this manifestation come in. Because I think that, you know, as you watch something else happen, it really caught your attention and you maneuvered, right? You maneuvered around that situation. And I think that that's what caught the attention of yourself when you said, this can happen. Oh my God, this can happen. And so I think where you thought maybe it wouldn't come in, it's now, yes, because you planted the seeds. You had this idea, but I do have this feeling, I'm telling you right now, because of the emotions that you were giving off, you were saying, I don't think this will happen. But now all of a sudden, something came to light with sustainable results. You planted some seeds and they came in, and now you're saying, holy, you know what, this could happen. Yeah. It's a sudden awareness that something has happened. The sudden awareness that gave you this extra insight that said, yes, so hold on a second. You know what? I think I am going to replant the seeds to this. I think I am going to give this the next, you know, emotion. I think I will redo this. Because now where I felt like it wouldn't come in, I'm actually seeing sustainable results coming through. Yes, the gift from the universe. You know what? This could happen. So I really do feel like you are reconnecting with that piece within yourself, within the 8th house, which is causing a huge transformation. And the Tower is still a transformational card because it's going to bring everything down and give you this sudden awareness as it's lifting everything back up. Right? So if this is something about honoring your legacy, doing things that you want, whatever it is you're achieving, doesn't matter if it's getting somebody or your loved one or bringing in a job, bringing in this, whatever it is, you understand that you have some kind of striking balance over here in understanding, right? And getting past an impasse over here, getting past an impasse. I also said a deadlock, right? And you're saying, hold on. If that can happen and that came in, then you know what? This could happen. I'm gonna rework this. I'm gonna rework this. So at the mid-month, you have the success coming through. The Aeon coming through is just telling you there's a completion to the situation. You're having success to the completion. You're noticing, for some of you, it is love. You might have a decision in what it is you love. A decision on what makes your heart pleasurable. Yeah. Bringing in the pleasure of the heart. Whether it's, love itself or whatever it is you're determined to love. Whatever it is, right? Could just be your physical well-being. Maybe it's, your health. Whatever it is you're doing. But I'm telling you right now, with the success you do have, the 8 of Wands coming in, which is saying I am reaching a new level. I do have this message coming through for some of you. There will be a quick message, a quick decision. But no matter what it is, it's the speedy results from a manifestation for a lot of you, what is coming in. For some of you, it might even be that I need to take this air travel. Maybe you need to travel. Maybe somebody's traveling to you. But no matter what it is, it's this rapid movement and action that's being, that's taking place around you that is bringing in this success. It's like running right into it. Yeah, that's exactly, it's like running right into success. And it could be coming from this Page of Wands because you have this messenger coming in. This person who's free-spirited. This person who's excited. This person is coming in who could be bringing in this message of freedom. Does not have to be a fire sign. They're just excited. They're bringing in all these opportunities, all these new ideas, all these discoveries, or it could just be yourself who's inspired by whatever speedy message, whatever is going on. But whatever it is, it's going to bring a completion to your life. It's going to complete that cycle and bring in this new cycle. So it's almost like, you could have been trying to rewrite your story. A lot of people right now are trying to rewrite their stories, Taurus, you know? So you could be saying, I'm just trying to rewrite my story. I want my story to be bigger. I want to be wealthy. I want to be healthy. I want to be on top of things. I'm manifesting my security, my prosperities, and I'm being very generous. And I think what is going on here too is that you're also being more generous to yourself through your manifestations, because you're saying, whoa, when I was generous to myself, I've seen my manifestations come in. And now I'm starting to see it again. Why? Because there it is again. Giving the give and take to the new opportunity, having that desire, having more faith, having more understanding, more growth, seeing the pleasure coming through, knowing that this is where my achievements are. Could also be people surrounding me within my family also, and my friends could also be supporting you as well with the Six of Pentacles. So you might not be feeling so alone, right, within that situation. So it just feels like there's other people that are on your, helping you out, getting you on that area. So, the end of the month, yes, you have prudence. Eight of Pentacles coming out with the Death card. Out with the old, in with the new. That doesn't surprise me, right? Knight of Swords. Ooh, great energy right there. Well, so with the prudence coming in with the death, it's like definitely shedding the old skin of yourself and the old ways, your old habits, your old way of thinking. And definitely, and because you had a Tower as well, so you're definitely out with the old, in with the new. So the way you're thinking and the way you're doing things is so fresh and so new, right? You've learned a lot around the situation. And now for the lunar eclipse, right? So it's almost like the solar eclipse, I have this sudden awareness, a sudden awakening. I have this wonderful completion. I feel beautiful. Everything's going wonderful. And then the lunar eclipse comes and boom, out with the old so that I can shed in the new, which is beautiful, right? Right? So you have the new moon to the full moon. I'm shedding things away that no longer serve me. I don't need those. New thoughts. With the Knight of Swords, it's like things are really moving for you, right? You have the Knight of Swords coming in. This is the fiery, courageous, piece of you. Something that's capable of knowing what direction and what decision you're going to make within yourself, knowing where you're going and what you want. And that's what's shedding away. Also, with the Death card, is the things I no longer serve me. The old way, like I said, old ways of thinking. Now you have this understanding of, oh, this is the way I want it to be. Definitely a beautiful, release of things that no longer serve. With the Eight of Discs over here, it's kind of the same idea though in its own way, because you're just saying, I'm going to build, right? I'm going to build on intelligence. My intelligence level is so much higher. I understand. I have better hopes. So there's a lot of peace over here and a lot of rest. You have a judgment call coming in, right? This is where the dead kind of arises, and you're kind of like having, like I said, this great awakening, right? This kind of redemption in the way that you're seeing things, and the way that you're receiving things and information, and the way your emotions are in the eighth house, right? And that's that transformation, going into this new phase, having this understanding, hearing that horn blow with the Knight of Swords, right? No more conflict. You might even have somebody who wants to try to steal your swords away and wants to be in disagreement with you, because we do have the Knight of Swords that sometimes is a little bit of conflict, wants to be a little conflictable, but and wants to be sneaky or do all these things, but you're just saying, nope, not gonna do it. I'm keeping to myself. I'm keeping myself balanced and keeping myself justified. I'm not going to deal with that. So it does feel like you're just going to kind of hum-ho around them, not give them any attention. Okay, so And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.